Alright guys, so this video is going to be me going over this paper, talking about how to convert fractions into decimals. So I'm just going to start working through a lot of problems, and if you listen to what I'm saying, I'll be saying a lot of the same things over and over. So anyway, starting off here, we have 2 divided by 11th. It's a fraction, so 2/11ths. I'm going to go ahead and turn the page over and start working right here. So we have 2/11ths. Okay, now if I want to write this as a fraction, I need to divide it like this. So you take the top number always, okay, the number that's being divided, you put it inside the house, is what a lot of people say. Put the top number inside the house, the bottom number on the outside. Now, 11 cannot divide 2 evenly, and that's where, half the problem is. But look, I'll show you a trick. If you put a decimal here, put a 0 here, I'm not changing this number. This is still the number 2. I can put another 0 if I want. That's the number 2. I can put as many zeros as I want. Okay? That's still the number 2. So I'm not changing anything. All right? Now, how many times does 11 go into 2? Well, we already said that. It doesn't. Okay? What about 11 going into 20? Notice real quick this decimal. I'm going to bring it straight up. 11 goes into 20 one time. 1 times 11 is 11. And so you always kind of have this repetition of you find out how many times 11 divides a number, or some number divides into another. You choose it, okay? 1 times 11 is 11, then you subtract whatever is off. So 20 minus 11 is 9. Bring down the 0. How many times does 11 go into 90? Okay, so I'm thinking of the number 88 is 8 times 11, so I want to do 8 times 11. Subtract, right? So again, 8 times 11, 88. We're going to subtract from 90. So that's 2. Bring down another 0. Okay, how many times does 11 go into 20? Once. 1 times 11 is 11. Subtract 9. Now I should start noticing, look at this. See the number 11? 11. 90? 90. And I'm repeating myself over and over and over and over, and it's doing the same thing over. So there's going to be an 8, and there's going to be a 1, and there's going to end up being an 8. That's going to be a 1. Okay, when you repeat the same thing over and over, all you need to do really is, instead of writing 1 8 1 8 1 8 1 8, all you really need is the 1 and the 8. If it's repeating, put a line over the top. Okay, so 2/11ths is 0.18. 0.18 continued. All right, now I'm going to do 3/7. So 3/7. Take the number on top, put it inside. Number on bottom, put it on the outside. Okay. 7 doesn't divide into 3, so I'm going to put a decimal and put some zeros. This is still the number 3. Okay. So 7 does not divide into 3. Bring the decimal straight up. 7 does divide into 30. 7, 14, 21, 28. So 4 times. 4 times 7 is 28. Subtract. 30 minus 28, 28, 29, 30 is 2. Okay, bring down the 0. How many times does 7 go into 20? 7, 14, 21. That's too many. So 7, 14, twice. 2 times 7 is 14. That's 6. Bring down the 0. How many times does 7 go into 60? 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, 42, 49, 56. 63 is too much. Okay, so 56. 8 times. 8 times 7, 56. Subtract. That's a 4. Bring down the 0. How many times does 7 go into 40? 7, 14, 21, 28, 35. So 5 times. 5 times 7 is 35. And if I wanted, I could add another 0, and I could keep going. But at this point, I probably have enough decimals. So I'm just going to round this off. Let's say I'm going to round it to the hundredths place. So the hundredths place is right here. So 8 means that would round up. So I'm going to write this as approximately 0.43, and the 8 rounded up. Okay? So 0.43. All right. 10 twelfths. So here we go. 10 twelfths. 10 goes inside the house. 12 goes on the outside. 12 doesn't go into 10, so I'm going to put a decimal, put some zeros on here. 12 goes into 100. I know 96 is 8, so I'm going to put an 8 here. Bring the decimal up. 8 times 12 is going to be 96. 100 minus 96 is 4. Bring down the 0. 12 goes into 40. I know 3 times 12 is 36. 40 minus 36 is going to be 4. Bring down the 0. See the repetition? 40. 40. Watch. 12 goes into 40 3 times. 3 times 12 is 36. Subtract 4. Bring down the 0. 40 again. 40, 40, 40. So look, it's repeating. So I'm going to stop there. So 0.833. All right, next one, 1/9. 1/9. All right, so 1 on top, 9. So the 1 goes inside. Oops, the 1 goes inside the house. 1 goes inside the house. 9 goes on the outside. 9 does not divide into 1, so I'm going to put a few zeros on there. 9 divides into 10 one time. 1 times 9 is 9. Subtract 10 minus 9 is going to be 1. Bring down the 0. 9 goes into 10 1 times. 1 times 9 is 9. Subtract 1. Bring down the 0. It's already repeating, so you can see 10, 10, 10. So it's going to be 0.11111, and it's just going to keep going. 4/15. All right. This might be the last one I do on this, but here it is. 4/15. That's the same as 4 being in the house, 15 being outside the house. Okay. So how many times does 15 go into 4? It can't. So I'm going to put a decimal, put a 0. 15 can go into 40. I'm going to put a few more zeros on here. Okay, 15 can go into 40. 15, 30, 45 is too many, so 30. 2 times. Bring the decimal straight up. So notice 15, if it doesn't go into 4, put a 0 above the 4. Bring the decimal straight up. 15 goes into 4D, so notice the 0 on the 40. Look, it goes into it 2 times, and the 2 needs to be directly above that. And with division, it's really important that you keep everything in line. So 2 times 15 is 30. Let's subtract. 40 minus 30 is going to be 10. 15 doesn't go into 10. Of course not, so we're going to bring down a 0. 15 goes into 100. 15, 30, 45, 60, 75, 90. 6 times. Okay, 6 times 15 is 90. 100 minus 90 is 10. Again, it's repeating. Look, there's another 100. 15 goes into 100. 6 times. 90. Subtract. 10. Bring down another 0. So it's repeating again. 0.26 repeating. 0.26 repeating. And I'll just do 2 more. Okay, these are going to be without words if you want to watch. These are just for you if you want to watch them. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and do them real quick. I might talk to myself a little bit, but 4/5. Here we go. So, 4 goes in the house like this. 5 goes into 4 none. Put the decimal up here. 5 goes into 40. 8 times 5 is 40. Subtract 0. Bring down the 0. I'm actually done at this point. 5 goes into 0 times, so it's just 0.8. Or was that 0.8? 0.8. Not even repeating. It's just done. Terminated. Okay, so 5 eighths. Yeah, 5 eighths. So 5 eighths. Put a decimal, put a few zeros. Does 8 go into 5? Nope. Move the decimal straight up. Does 8 go into 50? Yes, it goes into it 6 times. 6 times 8 is 48. Subtract. 50 minus 48 is 2. Bring down a 0. Does it go into 20? Yes, 2 times. 2 times 8 is 16. 20 minus 16, 4. Bring down the 0. Does 8 go into 40? Yes, 5 times. 5 times 8, 40, 0. And then if there were a 0 to bring down, it doesn't matter at this point. Now everything is done. So we've gone through the whole number. There's nothing left. So it is 0.625. Okay guys, hope you found this video helpful. I don't want to record a super long video, so I'm done here. If you need more help, just come to me and ask for help or look it up on YouTube. There's plenty of videos on YouTube. See you guys later.